So yeah, you're looking forward to the Ryan Reynolds film.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot more than I was Green Lantern, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it was you or Dan who was super excited about the Green Lantern. But
excited but trepidatious, and apparently for good reason.
Yeah.
I don't really blame Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds isn't the right actor for Hal Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Guy Gardner, maybe.
Maybe I don't see Ryan Reynolds as that much of a goon. Though. Here's the thing with Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is very good at playing Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen him be really good at playing other people. I mean, not to be mean, but his acting chops don't seem to stretch all that far.
Yeah.
But he's really good at what he does. Smiling with his top teeth and, all that, and being charming and...
The goofy romantic
lead. Yeah.
Or the goofy scumbag.
Yeah.
Womanizer.
But one way or the other, he's a funny friggin' guy. So, it's cool, and I'm good with it. He just needs to stick with it or take classes.
Mm-hmm.
But, Deadpool, he is Hal Jordan, he's not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Wade Wilson's a little goofy. And not afraid to break the third wall.
A little goofy?
Yeah, a little goofy.
Like a whole lot of a little goofy. And it's great, it's hilarious. It's a really fun comic to read. I loved the test footage video they did that was like all CGI with Ryan Reynolds in the voiceover. It was great. It was like, I still go back and watch it. It's just funny because with the little sign with him chopping the guy's head off as the fucking truck is flipping over was hilarious.
And not pulled away from your liking of him. You like him in spite of the fact that he was created by Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, no, I don't hate Rob Liefeld. I just think there's only a certain number of pouches one man really needs. And why do I need a gun with a barrel that's bigger than my laptop?
I don't know if he actually created the design for Deadpool. I don't know if he actually created the character. That might have been Claremont still.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and the character has developed. He was a lot more serious when they first made him. The goofy chimichanga nutbag that he is now isn't really what that character was when it was first introduced.
Yeah.
But it's great. It's very refreshing. It's very individualistic. I mean, if they hadn't really come up with a personality for Deadpool, he would have been tossed in the where are they now been a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also do not hate Deadpool. Not one of my favorite Marvel characters, but
for me, Deadpool.
Far from one of my least favorite characters as well.
Right. Well, Deadpool kind of sits in the same category as She-Hulk for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a character I like, but a lot of that is because it breaks away from the superhero norm. So much superhero stuff is like, dead serious, we're saving the world, we're saving the universe, we're saving some kittens, something's getting saved, shit's blowing up, people are dying, people are cheating on each other. I mean, it's high school.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it's high school, and I kind of find the class clown characters endearing. And, they're rare. You only need one class clown, but, She-Hulk and Deadpool are definitely those characters.
Howard the Duck.
Yes, sure, Howard.
Oh.
More of a silly concept than a silly personality, but yeah.
Would you look at right now being a good time to completely reboot the X franchise?
Yeah, if they did it right.
You know, kick your Fantastic Four film out there, but before you combine Fantastic Four and X-Men together, make sure that you get the franchise rebooted so that
it can be not shitty.
Well, you can have a cast that's going to be with you for the next, 10 years.
Yeah.
20 years. Because like as we were talking about, the cast for the X-Men franchise is getting older. Not necessarily the first class guys, but do you really want to try and combine your Fantastic Four with a 1970s, 80s based X-Men franchise?
Yeah.
Is your Fantastic Four going to take place in the 1980s, which is when Age of Apocalypse is allegedly going to happen?
Yeah. So no geriatric Magneto?
Yeah. Yeah, so would you...
Nothing against Ian McKellen, but you gotta start wondering about walkers in AARP.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, McKellen's one of the greatest actors of his generation, for sure. But yeah, I mean...
And he and Patrick Stewart just palling around is just adorable.
Yeah, yeah. They just need to figure out a way to get Christopher Lee in there as well.
Oh, sure.
And it'd be awesome. He could play Dracula.
So there'd be one guy in the group that doesn't age?
Yeah. Well, Christopher Lee could be sitting there sucking on Catwoman's neck, Halle Berry's neck. Yeah, I know, I call her Catwoman.
Yeah,
because they had the whole storm.
And you're really hurting my brain now because you had to remind me of that fucking movie.
Because,
God damn it.
You could do the whole Storm turns into a vampire from Dracula storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actually, I don't know who I would make Christopher Lee be.
Vulture. Sorry, that's a Spider-Man villain, but
not even the right studio.
God. I know. What's wrong with me? To turn in my geek card right now.
Actually, he'd make a pretty cool fucking Dr. Doom.
Yeah. Well, the great thing about that, though, would be like a Darth Vader kind of situation. I mean, you can put an actual big guy in the Dr. Doom costume and just have him do voiceover for it. That would be fucking perfect.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Every once in a while, pull the mask off when they're doing like conversations, and it could be him still in the mask.
Yeah.
Could still be his face.
Well, they could just CG his face right in there,
mm-hmm.
and just have the guy in the suit.
Yeah, they didn't do that with Star Wars at all.
Well, no, you could chroma key Christopher Lee's face right onto
the actor.
Yeah, just have him wear a green mask and then take off the faceplate, and then just be like chroma key the face onto the green cloth. And yeah, that would work pretty fucking well, actually.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
James Bond. Christoph Waltz being the new James Bond villain, who in the books is apparently James Bond's ski instructor, which goes on to join Spectre.
Okay.
That's according to the books, because the character's name has been thrown out there. So I'm assuming they're going to change that a bit so that it's not quite as goofy as him being a ski instructor turned villain.
It depends on what way you want to go with it, because I think, okay, they're not going to make a not entirely serious Bond movie. I get that. But wouldn't it be funny if they decided to just take a goofy turn with it? Because I think Christoph Waltz could pull that off. That guy's fucking excellent. He's just an insanely good actor.
Well, and Dave Bautista's going to be his top job, basically.
You're going to call him hand job?
Yeah.
Nothing against Dave Bautista. I like the guy. I thought he was great in Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, I've enjoyed him for years in the wrestling ring.
Even he states that his acting ability is not
up to par with a guy like Christoph Waltz. No.
Yes.
No, and really Drax the Destroyer played right into, you know, his wrestler level of acting, you know, which is not bad. I mean, there are wrestlers that can give really good, really impassioned monologues that just suck you right in. You know, not taking anything away from professional wrestling. You know, I love those guys, but you know, Batista's not a professional actor, so I think Drax worked really well. I think playing a Bond villain's heavy would work really well for him. You know, I look forward to it. Who's going to be Bond? Is it still Daniel Craig?
Yep, Daniel Craig's got 2 more movies.
All right.
Possibly 3.
I will totally go watch that because I love Daniel Craig as Bond. I mean, he may actually be my favorite Bond.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to scream Sean Connery at me, but fuck you. I love Daniel Craig's Bond. I mean, he's, you know, very violent, very angry. Just he's a badass of a spy, dude.
I really liked Pierce Brosnan's Bond.
I did enjoy Pierce Brosnan.
I did not like his movies, but I liked his Bond.
I like GoldenEye.
Yeah, GoldenEye. Well, Sean Bean dies. Instantly makes it a good movie. But, you know...
Director of the next movie, Sean Bean's in, just whips out a 9 fucking pops. He's like, box office gold! No, man! Don't kill him for real! What the fuck is wrong with you? Sean, can you hear me?
The Hitchhiker. Terrible movie. Sean Bean died. Box office gold. I mean, no, GoldenEye was definitely the best of those movies, and then they got worse and worse and worse and worse.
They did.
Until they got, you know, just completely ridiculous. And I blame...
Yes?
Catwoman.
That asshole.
I can't remember her name again.
Halle Berry?
Halle Berry. I blame Halle Berry.
Well, yeah, much like Sean Bean dying, if you want a shitty movie, put Halle Berry in it.
But she hasn't been in entirely shitty movies. She's not a completely waste of time.
No, and here's the thing with Halle Berry. She had the good fortune of A, being in movies that were held up by good actors, and B, being in movies where she showed her tits.
But
which is distracting. But Halle Berry is a shite actor.
She's kind of the female Ryan Reynolds.
Ooh. Don't be mean. We like Ryan Reynolds. What are you doing?
I like Halle Berry. Not a terrible actor. It's just that she has a habit of picking shitty movies.
Okay.
You know, it's just my opinion. You don't have to share it. You can hate Halle Berry all you want.
Right. Well,
fuck Halle Berry.
Halle Berry is the albatross around Hollywood's neck, man. But, yeah, so.
I kind of like Swordfish. It's not the big steaming pile of crap that everybody makes it out to be. It's not a good movie by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not the big steaming pile of crap that everybody makes it out to be. It's the big, steaming, mediocre pile of crap that everybody...
There were the redeeming tits.
Yes, the tits were nice. Some of the death scenes, the ball bearings exploding in the beginning,
yeah,
was impressive. You haven't seen it yet.
No.
You're
Halle
like,
Berry was nice. Well, okay, I guess the whole thing is Halle Berry was in it and I don't really like her.
But Hugh Jackman and
I had no interest.
Vincent Vega. God damn it, I cannot think of names today.
That guy,
that
fucking guy.
John fucking Travolta.
That's his middle name. Travolta. John fucking Travolta. Let me do a little dance for you to prove it.
Yeah, we'll probably have to cut that out because we don't want to get charged by fucking...
Really? I thought we'd have to cut it out because nobody under 35 would know what the fuck we're talking about.
Fucking the Bee Gees are going to be like...
Lawsuit! Lawsuit! Except, okay, I can't do the falsetto voice because it would be more hilarious. Lawsuit! Lawsuit!
The BG. We have to shorten it. There's
only one left. The lone survivor crawling across no man's land in a fucking jumpsuit with sequins and shit. Guitar in hand, mussed up beard. They came for us in the dead of the night. It was carnage.
Derailed.
That's the highest way you can get my fucking voice to go.
But God, what the fuck were we talking about now? Camera's still going.
I don't know. It fucking fell apart on me. We're talking about how much Halle Berry sucks balls.
And John Travolta. I mean, John Travolta, who's a very hit or miss actor.
He is. The stuff I like him in, I really like him in. Pulp Fiction, absolutely. Fucking excellent. The Punisher, I love The Punisher, so I really want to love that movie, but he makes it very hard.
It was still the best Punisher movie we've gotten.
Yeah. And the director's cut was better.
Mm-hmm.
And at least it wasn't Warzone.
Yeah.
Or that fucking thing with Dolph Lundgren in the early 90s where they couldn't even use the skull on a t-shirt.
To be honest,
it's the pommel of a knife.
To be honest, I like the Dolph Lundgren version of the movie better than I like fucking Warzone. I knew Warzone was going to be bad when I saw him roll on the chandelier upside down and shooting everybody. Everybody was like, this is going to be so cool. And I was like, no, that's fucking stupid.
Unless you're doing it for laughs, because when they did the same gag in fucking Boondock Saints, it was hilarious.
The only thing I kind of liked about that was the way Jigsaw looked.
Yeah, okay, I can kind of give you that. Again, being a fan of the Punisher, I really despise the fact that they took really, really good characters from the comics and made them suck balls. Suck them hard.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to get a Punisher TV show on Netflix?
If Netflix is willing to get violent enough.
I
mean, I think it's... If
they were
too
willing to let Netflix get violent enough, we know Netflix has no problem with the violence in the movies.
If they were to adapt the Punisher Max series into a TV series on Netflix, I would find the president of Netflix and go down on him.
I would suck that dick.
And fucking swallow. And just to see them adapt the Bourne comics. Have you ever? Yeah, I think you have. In Vietnam, Punisher Bourne.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was so fucking good. If they did a TV show just out of that, just like 1 8-episode season that's just those comics. Oh God, that would be so fucking awesome. That would make up for Warzone and Dolph Lundgren and like half of Thomas Jane. But Thomas Jane should be the Punisher.
Yeah.
He's so fucking good at that.
Yeah.
Laundry Day, God, what a great short. I dug that so much. It kind of vindicated how I felt about Thomas Jane as the Punisher from that movie because everybody just shit all over it.
And I never understood why. The only problem, the biggest problem I had with the Punisher was the change to the creation story, where they killed off his entire family, not just his wife and kids.
Right.
You know?
Right. And like there was a purpose to it. It wasn't just a random killing. I mean, I felt like the randomness of the original
The
origin
wrong place,
story,
wrong time.
yeah, said a lot to his mission.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because all right, I get he's all angry and full of revengey goodness to go after the guys that killed his family specifically, but the randomness of the original origin story was like, I have to go out and stop all of these fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody I run into, because
if it happened to me,
it can happen to anybody.
You know, this could be anybody's family. It just happens that I've got the skill sets to fucking do something
to
about
prevent that from happening to someone else. And I thought changing the origin story did hurt it a lot. John Travolta's overacting hurt the villain, in my mind, but a lot of the story was excellent. I really liked how well plotted out the revenge on John Travolta was.
Mm-hmm.
How he just manipulated everybody in that situation into getting into just the right spot so he could take them all out. That was great. That was very Frank Castle. It was very Punisher to me, and I really liked it. The burning parking lot in the skull thing, while a cool visual, I don't think is something he would have wasted his time doing.
Right. It's kind of like having the DD show up in Daredevil.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, hey, it's worked really well in The Crow.
Well, and it was kind of unnecessary in The Crow. I mean, why are you, if you're a man on a mission, you're out for revenge, you're going to kick every ass that's in front of you, why are you going to take the time out to get a bottle of Ronson and fucking do a little street art?
Was that his first kill, though? That he did that after in The Crow, or was it? Because I think it was to incite fear, hey, I'm coming for you.
Maybe. It's been a while. Last time I saw it was when we watched it.
Wasn't it? I think he did it for Fun Boy. I could be wrong.
No, Fun Boy was later. He took out Tintin first.
Tintin first. Or yeah, I mean Tintin.
It's possible.
So I think.
And if that's the case, then I take it back. All right, there was a point to that one. But yeah, the DD and the Punisher skull in the parking lot.
Yeah, the Daredevil thing was completely unnecessary because, first of all, the Crow lit it on fire himself.
Yeah.
Daredevil, it took Joey Pants to come over and light it, and how the hell would he know? What is he sniffing the ground trying to figure out where the lighter fluid is?
Yeah. Hey. Something smells like low-grade gasoline. Wait, hang on a second. Give me a fucking Zippo. Because nobody's going to have that moment.
No. It was unnecessary, but it looked cool, and that's why they did it.
Yeah, no, it's artistic choices, and I understand that. And it's the same reason that they did it in The Punisher. Somebody went, it would be a great visual that we could totally put in the fucking trailer. What if he blows up a parking lot full of cars and it's like the skull thing from his t-shirt? How cool would that be? And everybody else in the room went, you signed the checks. Yes, it's an excellent idea. You're a storytelling genius. Thank you. But, ultimately not necessary to the story. But, The Punisher was a pretty good movie. It was
comic book movies at that time, especially.
Yeah, it was 2/3 of a good movie, and I thought a lot of people were being unfair to it. The first time I saw it listed in Entertainment Weekly as like one of the worst movies of the year, I was like, this is why I don't get Entertainment Weekly. These guys are fucking wrong about everything. Because I remember I had a subscription to Entertainment Weekly for like a short period for some reason. I think it was like something, either I got it for free. I know I got it for free. I know I never actually paid those guys for anything. I think it was like an add-on to something that I had purchased. And like, if you buy this, you get a subscription Entertainment Weekly. And I'm like, oh, all right, I like, movies and music and TV shows and stuff. This could be interesting. It literally, I thought maybe the first issue was just like an off issue, and so I read the second one, and then I read the third one. Hey, there's a pattern here. These guys are completely fucking wrong about everything. I mean, it's a total 180-degree turn from what actually happened. I lend you no credence. And then, I let the subscription die. And they called me.
And they were like, why did you let your subscription die?
So, this is Joe from Entertainment Weekly. Uh-huh. Well, we see that your subscription is just about to run out, and we thought we'd give you a courtesy call because we see that you haven't re-upped your subscription yet. So, I'm here to help you out so we can get that done. And I'm like, really? Why do you think I want to resubscribe? I got that for free. Well, now that you've had a chance to see how good Entertainment Weekly is, we're sure that you would love to re-up your subscription. Stop right there. You're wrong, Joe. You're very wrong. It's a terrible magazine. Your articles are completely wrong. Everything's off base. That place is being run by a bunch of fucking madmen, and you're not going to get my money. Have a nice day, Joe.
I'll be honest, every time I've read it, I didn't read it for the articles, I liked it for the pictures.
Oh, okay. You sure you're not thinking about Playboy?
No. Playboy, I like the articles.
Huh. The broads are kind of ugly. They're big boobs.
Saturday night's alright. Saturday, 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 Saturday.